What's going on out there? It's Larry coming to you again with one more Blazers Sports Report. Same location, same clothes, same everything. This is the thing. There's been a tragedy going on here in Orlando, and it's called the Orlando Tragic. We all know that Dwight Howard doesn't want to be here. We know the team sucks right now. We know that they can't close out second half of games. There's a lot of things going on with the Tragic right now. Yes, I'm going to continue to call them the Tragic because right now this is a tragedy. My personal opinion, everyone wants to know what's wrong with the Magic. I'll tell you what's wrong with the Magic. It all started at the end of the 2009 finals when Otis Smith decided to blow up a championship team. One thing that you got to understand is Magic are not athletic at all. Outside of Dwight Howard, there's not one true athlete on this team. Jason Richardson used to be that guy, but he's no longer as athletic as he once was. Another thing, they play too much help defense in my opinion. I mean, every time you turn around when the Magic are giving up wide open shots, it's because somebody's collapsing on help defense. It's like it's too much defensive rotation going on. If you want to play that much help defense, you need to play a zone defense. And even then, the Magic don't even do that. So I don't even know what's the point of all the help defense. But I look back at 09 because it was the basically jumping off point for the downfall of the Orlando Magic. We came off the finals. We had won one game out of these with the LA Lakers. And the thing that makes it so mind-blowing is had a young defender in Courtney Lee, a young up-and-coming player who fits so perfectly into this system. You had a true point guard on the team in Rafer Alston, who basically led us to the NBA Finals with his play in at the point guard position. Michael Petrus was as clear-cut, as dominant as you can get as a defender when he played LeBron James. I mean, the man probably did the best defensive performance out of any player I've ever seen that took on LeBron James one-on-one. Rashard Lewis was the perfect stretch complement to what Dwight Howard needed. The man was clutch when it counted. Who can forget the corner three that he knocked down against the Cleveland Cavaliers? Then you had Cool Money Turk. The man was just a dominant figure in the fourth quarter, and everything was working so well. But then Otis Smith had to go and say, hey, let's blow up this team. Why? I don't know. You can say that the Magic were good because the Magic had a good trade because they brought back Ryan Anderson, but they gave up two key components to that team in Rafer Alston and Courtney Lee. That was the first downfall point for me. And the thing is, we had an opportunity to get Vince Carter 3 years prior to when they actually brought him in, but Otis Smith said, you don't bring in fool's gold. What makes you think fool's gold is going to be better with age? Is that's going to happen? Then we go to last year. Last year had to be like just a breaking point. Get rid of Rashard Lewis for all guns, Gilbert Arenas. You get rid of probably the best center in the league, not named Dwight Howard, and Marcin Gortat. And the reason I say that he was the best center in the league, because he was a starter coming off the bench playing for you, giving us valuable minutes. We still haven't made up for that. Then you get rid of Peaches, who everybody loved. Yes, I call him Peaches because Charles Barkley calls him Peaches. And the thing that makes it so frustrating is now you go and you look, Gortat is balling, Peaches is balling, Courtney Lee is balling, but the Magic don't have any of that. We got garbage Jameer, who I've been said from many years ago. Probably I think after his rookie season, I said he's not going to be the fit for this team. I've said it many times. And yet no one wanted to listen to me. And yet the city of Orlando has a love crush on him. Why? I don't know. The man is garbage for this team. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but for the Orlando Magic, he is not what we need. Then you go and you bring up washed up players. Arenas didn't even see the court in a Magic uniform. You bring in Jason Richardson, and then you re-sign Jason Richardson to a 4-year deal. The man is 32 years old or 31 years old, I don't know, but the man, you don't give that man that kind of money when you had the opportunity to go out and get Jamal Crawford. And the thing that was said was they went and re-signed Jason Richardson so they can keep the agent of Dwight Howard happy, which limits them from being a legitimate playoff team. You go get Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford is a far better player than Jason Richardson is right now. I'm just saying, the man can light it up. He can give you, the man will be lights out in Orlando. That's just my personal opinion. Then we go to the big man, Dwight Howard, who, as the season goes on, yes, Dwight Howard is producing, but to me, yes, he is the best center in basketball, but he is not the best all-around center in the game of basketball. Dwight Howard, he shies away from contact unless there is a smaller defender on him. Because the reason I say this is when you look at Dwight Howard's post game, there should have been some point within these 8 years that he's been in the league that he had a dominant move going to the basket. Every move that you see with Dwight Howard is going away from the basket. Why? Because the man can't shoot free throws. Last game against Indiana, the man put up big numbers, but he was 4 for 15 from the line. That's not going to get it done. In my opinion, the Magic's best move right now, get rid of Dwight Howard ASAP, send Jameer Nelson with him, bring in whatever you can get back for this man. I don't care about what his destinations are. I don't care about what his demands are. The thing with Dwight Howard is, the man is the most dominating big man in all the NBA right now. The Nuggets, they got away with murder when they sent away Carmelo Anthony. Look at the team that they put together since they got rid of Melo. And they're a much better team for it. If they can get all that in return, I mean, we've heard about the Knicks with Chandler and Amari. We heard about the Lakers with Gasol and Bynum. Dallas, I don't want that trade to go because they don't have anything I personally want here in Orlando, nor do I think they have anything to give to satisfy the Magic. We've heard New Jersey, but Brook Lopez is probably done for the season with a broken foot. And knowing the Magic's history, I mean, when you look at all these deals that are possibly out there, they're all one thing in common. They're all damaged goods. Amari is often injured. Chandler is sometimes often injured. We got Lopez, who has the bad foot, Bynum with a bad knee. Gasol has a soft label on him. Dallas doesn't have anything to give us. If I'm the Orlando Magic, Golden State said they were willing to give up something to get Dwight Howard. If I'm the Orlando Magic, I would go out and try to get David Lee and Monte Ellis to come to Orlando, and then try to swing a third team in there to get another center to come in. I mean, if you could swing a deal where you can get David Lee and possibly a serviceable center and like a Samuel Dallenberg, or if you could somehow swing Biedrins in the deal as well, I mean, I say go for it. I mean, Biedrins, I know, is always injured a lot, but the thing is, you need a center down low to play defense. David Lee will rebound the ball. He will be a much better offensive fit here in Orlando. We'll have a scorer in the backcourt in Monte Ellis, which we've been lacking for years. Well, we could have had Jamal Crawford, but instead they want to bring in Jason Richardson, Stan Van Gundy. This is not on him. Everybody wants to blame Van Gundy. The only thing I blame Van Gundy with is his rotations with the players in the game. Jason Richardson started out hot against the Pacers last night. The man didn't see the court till about 3 minutes left in the second quarter after they took him out in the first. I don't understand these rotations that Van Gundy implements. That's my only knock against him. He doesn't go out there and shoot the ball for the players. He doesn't go out there and play defense for the players. That's for the players on the court to do. If I'm the Orlando Magic, trade Dwight Howard as soon as possible, get the headache out the way, move on with your lives, send Jameer Nelson with them. Wherever they go, they could be a happy married couple, because we all know that's the only reason Jameer Nelson is still here is because him and Dwight Howard are booty buddies. I don't know what's going on with the Orlando Magic, but my thing is, if they're going to do something, they need to do it as soon as possible, because right now I cannot take watching the Orlando Tragic on a nightly basis. Larry Jenkins, Blazer Sports Report. Let me know what you guys think. I'll holler at you. Peace.